Folks, President Trump since day one has been stepping up to end the Russia-Ukraine war, and now, tomorrow, he will hold a call with President Vladimir Putin of Russia. We must lock in a deal to end this war. This is an America First action. Trump is taking charge where Biden was an absolute failure. And we're breaking it down all for you today. So let's jump into it. But before we do, drop down below, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you never miss another video from us again in the future. So as we all know, Trump dropped a bombshell on Air Force One. Bombshell, you know what I mean. When flying back from Florida to DC. Let's take a listen in on this.
Mr. President.
Nice to see you all.
Likewise. Congratulations on the golf game, sir.
Oh, thank you. It was a lot of fun. It's good. We had a good time. And we learned a lot. We're doing pretty well, I think, with Russia. And we'll see if we have something to announce maybe by Tuesday. I'll be speaking to President Putin on Tuesday. And a lot of work's been done over the weekend. We want to see if we can bring that war to an end. Maybe we can, maybe we can't, but I think we have a very good chance.
What sort of concessions will you be seeking to have Putin make to get a deal done?
Well, I think we'll, be talking about land. It's a lot of land. It's a lot different than it was before the wars, And we'll be talking about land. We'll be talking about power plants, because that's up, that's a big question. But I think we have a lot of it already discussed very much by both sides.
You'll ask him.
Ukraine and Russia.
You'll ask him.
We're already talking about that, dividing up certain assets. Yeah, and they've been working on that.
Mr. President, are you concerned at all about any retaliatory cause from the strikes in
About what?
From the airstrikes in
So as we can see here, President Trump, he's not sitting here like Biden did, just writing a blank check to Ukraine. He's working overtime to make sure the bloodshed in Ukraine stops now. He said that they might have an announcement by Tuesday, which is proof the administration is moving fast on this. They could have a deal done before the first 100 days is over of Trump's administration. He's moving fast to clean up this mess that Biden created. And the Kremlin's on board too. A spokesperson for the Kremlin confirmed Monday that the call is happening. Nothing's been leaked out yet, and that's how real leaders operate. This is how they get things done. You don't act like Biden, where we're not going to talk with our enemies. We're better than them. Well, are we? America's got a pretty dark future, or a dark past, if you didn't know. We did a lot of messed up things here too. So let's not act like we're better as far as that, where we can't even engage with other people. The United States is the greatest country on the planet Earth, no doubt about that. We've had bad things in our past, but relatively speaking, we are the best country on planet Earth. The best. And Trump's team is absolutely crushing it. The special envoy, Steve Witkoff, met with Putin in Moscow last week for hours. Witkoff told CNN that it was very positive, that the two sides were miles apart before, but they have been inching themselves closer and closer to a deal. And last week in Saudi Arabia, Secretary of State Marco Rubio sealed the deal. Ukraine agreed to a 30-day ceasefire. That is one step to stop the fighting. And now it's on Putin to say yes, come to the table, agree to these terms, and Trump's call tomorrow could seal the deal. This is what real leadership work looks like. Not endless wars, but results. Getting things done. America is back in the driver's seat. For as much as the left wants to complain that Trump wants to be this isolationist who wants to detangle ourselves from the world economic, the economic world, I don't even know what you want to call it, the integration of different economies into the world economy, which is totally false. Totally false. Trump leads through peace with strength. Peace with strength. That's what this is all about. It's about having proper peace with strength. Because let's be real, Biden let this war drag on for 3 years, dump billions, if not hundreds of billions of dollars of our tax dollars into it, and Trump is saying no more. Ceasefire first, and then a permanent fix. No more blank checks to Ukraine. Plan A is to stop the shooting. Plan B is to end the war for good. And everybody's going to admit, this is tough. There's been 3 years of fighting of direct fighting, but there's been decades of conflict, going back decades here. But Trump's not here for the excuses. He's here to get a peace deal done now. And like we've said, and like Witkoff and Rubio said, the gap is narrowing between where the United States and Russia are at, and Tuesday's call could be the breakthrough call that seals the deal. This war is brutal. Just last week, Ukraine hit Moscow with like 350 drones. 3 were dead, 17 injured. Russia fired back Tuesday with a couple, I believe, a couple ballistic missiles and like 120, 130 drones, which wounded 2. It's like enough is enough. The carnage needs to end. The death, the destruction needs to end now. The left is going to be crying about talking to Russia and how this isn't how you do things. Well, you know what, you losers? You guys had 3 years to figure this issue out, and you're a complete failure. You're a complete disaster. You had the worst president in American history, Joe Biden. Terrible. The guy's terrible. He's the reason this war happened, because we didn't have a strong world leader in the world. And like, the left is going to cry. They're going to cry about this, but who gives a shit? Fuck them. I don't give a rat's ass about him. Trump's not coddling Putin. He's forcing him to the table. That's how you win. Trump has threatened sanctions against him, economic sanctions. They've threatened to cut off Europe from Russian oil. Trump, he is not coddling Putin by any stretch of the imagination. Biden did more to coddle Putin than Trump ever did. And here's the thing. This is much bigger. Overall, the big picture, this is much bigger than Ukraine. It's about America's role in the world. Trump's proven that he can do what Biden could not do. Lead. Negotiate. Deliver. A ceasefire saves lives. It cuts our costs and shows the world who's boss. The United States. Team USA. We're the boss. We're the big dogs. It's as simple as that. And if Putin agrees to this, it is a massive win for Trump in his first months back in the White House. And the swamp hates it. The swamp hates it, but the American people love it. They know it. They want the swamp drained. They want results, not rhetoric. Biden gave a lot of rhetoric. Trump delivers results. Do you care more about what someone says? Do you care more about what someone says versus what they're doing? Someone says they care about you, but they're stabbing you in the back the whole time. Is that a real friend, or is someone who maybe isn't the nicest to you, but at the end of the day, they're going to be there for you? When push comes to shove, they're there for you. That's what we're here for. It is a huge update. Hopefully Trump can seal this deal. Now, although there are some talks that the deal could be sealed tomorrow, I think this could be something that could take a little bit longer, but I definitely expect big progress within the next couple weeks on this to end the war in Ukraine. So stay tuned for any other information we get on this. We will be here to bring you any more information. But what do you think? Do you think Trump can pull it off? Let me know down in the comments. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, smash that bell so you never miss another video from us again in the future. We'll catch you next time, folks.